All right, here we go. Bitcoin. So this is going to be just one of the series of videos that I'm going to do for the monthly close. But as you guys can see, take a look. Here is the 6-month chart, and we have our final candle closed for the year of 2024. All right, extremely bullish in terms of the candle itself. But this is going to be make or break for what I'm going to show you guys regarding the December close, okay? So on the 6-month chart, you can see we had this 6-month area of inefficiency. Price drops into that area, closes another 6 months inside, and then shortly after that, early 2023, we closed outside of that level, and then we went on to target the previous swing high where the liquidity was resting. Here, as you can see, we closed back under, and then the following candle, which was this last 6 months, got a very nice expansion away from this swing high. All right. If I drop down to the 3-month, you can see something very similar happened on this time frame where we created this bullish inefficiency. Price drops into that area, closes outside, that's bullish, and the very next candle targets the previous swing high. All right. Here's why I say this is make or break for Bitcoin right now. If I go down to the monthly, right now, we just closed here on this down close candle, and that allowed us to get a brand new buy side inefficiency on the monthly charts. Let me show you that. So this is the make or break area. Okay, I want to see Bitcoin hold this area right here. All right, so what I'd like to see is price drop into this inefficiency, this area of inefficiency, offer fair value, and then get up out of here. I want to see it leave this area and target all-time high. All right. If that happens, then everything is still cruising as far as alt season, as far as Bitcoin continuing to go higher in the near term. That's what I would like to see right now. The question is, how far of a pullback are we going to get? And I don't know, guys. I mean, ideally, here's something that you can keep an eye on. Ideally, you want to see price maintain the equilibrium of this imbalance itself. So if price was to drop back to the equilibrium over Q1, that would be about 82,000 and a half. If we can maintain 82,000 and a half and start to push back out of here, out of this area, that's extremely bullish. All right. Now, if we start to go below 82 and a half and we start to build resistance, that's not good. Okay. Let's say we come down into this area, right? And to get in here, we have to go below our previous candle's low, and that is 91,300. All right. So like 91,315. So don't panic if you see price going below 91.3. It's necessary to test this area. Okay. If we start to go below the equilibrium, which is at 82 and a half, and we start to build resistance in this area, this whole monthly area doesn't hold, then that's when things are going to be real bad. All right. Because if price isn't holding its area of support here, that means price is still seeking liquidity. And the next area of liquidity is down here at 50K. This is why I say it's make or break. Either we hold this area right here. When price comes into it, we need to hold this as support, or we're likely going to be revisiting 50K. Okay, because that's where the next area of liquidity is. I'm not saying this in terms of I'm a bear and I want to see price sell off to 50. No, algorithmically speaking, this is a make or break area where we are either going to see a new all-time high or revisit 50K. All right. To show you some added confluence on that, take a look back at the 6-month chart. I'll show you this. All right, so if you guys have seen my previous videos, you know how I feel about inside bars on higher time frames. Inside bars are extremely rare, okay? So take a look. This candle took out the previous candle's high, all right? This candle took out the previous candle's high. This candle took out the previous candle's high right here. And then the 6-month candle we just got obviously took out the previous candle's high, right? So inside bars on higher time frames are extremely rare. Right now, this is our new 6-month candle for 2025. This is the first candle that we have for our first 6 months of the new year. Take a look. What options do we have if we were to continue the rare inside bar trend, if you will? Price is either going to go beyond the previous candle's high or below the previous candle's low. Now, what do you see down here at the low? We have a new 6-month imbalance, aka this is where inefficiency is. Inefficiency in the market. But look at the price point. It's right down there at 50K. Now, ideally, I'd like to see this stay open. I don't even want to see price come near this. But to get into this area of inefficiency, we have to go below 50K. All right. So that is the bear case for if our monthly level doesn't hold. Okay. Again, here is our monthly area right here. All right. And price can do whatever it wants in here. But what I'd like to see it do is form a swing low on the monthly chart. I want to see this thing form a swing low, and I want to see it close outside of this area. Okay. Closure outside is bullish. Just like here. Take a look how when we revisited this 3-month imbalance, there are no candle bodies in here, just wicks. Okay. That's what I'd like to see. All right. When we come in here, if that can happen, I'm looking at previous candles high, that 6-month high, which is all-time high. All right. Otherwise, if we fail this area, we're likely going to see the previous 6-month low, which is right underneath this area of liquidity at 50K. All right. So that's my analysis for Bitcoin. There is no reason for me to go down to the weekly chart. You can see there's gaps in here on the weekly, but this isn't important to me because the weight of where price will go right now, it's dependent on the monthly chart. So me looking at the daily, me looking at the 4-hour, 1-hour, it's completely irrelevant to my analysis because I'm looking at things that are heavily weighted. Right? The higher the time frame, the more weight the analysis is going to have. And this right here, this whole area right here is make or break for Bitcoin's continuation, right? And ideally, like I say, you want to see price hold the 50% of this area when it comes back in here. And again, that is at 82.5, 82,500. All right. Keep an eye on that. Put that on your chart and put alerts at those areas. And we'll see what happens. All right. If you enjoyed this analysis, check out the other videos I have, such as HBAR, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin. I try to do analysis on anything you guys have a suggestion on, so you can take a look at those as well.